Cardiovascular system and its control. Describe the structures of the heart, the pattern of the blood flow through the valves and through chambers of the heart, how the heart as a muscle is supplied with the blood, and what happens when resting must suddenly supply and exercising the body.
Your heart is an extraordinary machine. During your lifetime, your heart's muscular walls pump blood into blood vessels branching throughout your body. Your heart has 4 chambers. 2 upper chambers, called the left and right atria, and 2 lower chambers, called the left and right ventricles, contract in a steady rhythm known as your heartbeat. During a normal heartbeat, blood from your tissues and lungs flows into your atria, then into your ventricles. Walls inside your heart, called the intraatrial and interventricular septa, help keep the blood on left and right sides from mixing. 2 valves sit like doors between your atria and ventricles to prevent blood from flowing backward into your atria. The tricuspid valve opens into your right ventricle, and the bicuspid valve, also known as the mitral valve, opens into your left ventricle. Strong, thin tissues, called chordae tendineae, hold your valves in place during the forceful contractions of your ventricles. Blood leaving the ventricles passes through another set of valves, the pulmonary valve between your right ventricle and pulmonary trunk, and the aortic valve connecting your left ventricle and aorta. In order to pump blood more efficiently, your heart muscle, called myocardium, is arranged in a unique pattern. 3 layers of myocardium wrap around the lower part of your heart. They twist and tighten in different directions to push blood through your heart. When special cells, called pacemaker cells, generate electrical signals inside your heart, the heart muscle cells, called myocytes, contract as a group. Your heart is divided into left and right halves, which work together like a dual pump. On the right side of your heart, deoxygenated blood from your body's tissues flows through large veins called the superior and inferior vena cava into your right atrium. Next, the blood moves into your right ventricle, which contracts and sends blood out of your heart to your lungs to gather oxygen and get rid of carbon dioxide. On the left side of your heart, oxygen-rich blood from your lungs flows through your pulmonary veins into your left atrium. The blood then moves into your left ventricle, which contracts and sends blood out of your heart through the aorta to feed your cells and tissues. The first branches off your aorta are the coronary arteries, which supply your heart muscle with oxygen and nutrients. At the top of your aorta, arteries branch off to carry blood to your head and arms. Arteries branching from the middle and lower parts of your aorta supply blood to the rest of your body. Your heart beats an average of 60 to 100 beats per minute. In that 1 minute, your heart pumps about 5 quarts of blood through your arteries, delivering a steady stream of oxygen and nutrients all over your body.
What events take place that allow the heart to contract and how is heart rate controlled? Heart rate is controlled by the 2 branches of the autonomic involuntary nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system releases the hormones of catecholamine, epinephrine, and norepinephrine to accelerate the heart rate.
Torsional contraction of the heart and why it is important during exercise. During exercise, LV or left ventricular twisting mechanics play an important role in augmenting cardiac function. It is well understood that the increase in chronotropic stimulation that occur with exercise result in reduced diastolic filling time, requiring a compensatory increase in diastolic filling in order to maintain cardiac output. As enotrophy also increases during exercise, more potential energy is reduced during systole through vigorous twisting contractions, resulting in greater diastolic and twisting and therefore allowing for diastolic filling to occur more rapidly. As diastolic and twisting plays a major role in diastolic filling and relies heavily on LV or left ventricular twist, it is clear that the twisting mechanics of the left ventricle are integral to cardiac function during exercise. The measurement of this twisting mechanics under exercise condition is therefore critical. The difference between systole and diastole and how they relate to SBP and DPP. Diastole and systole are 2 pieces of the cardiac cycle. They occur as the heart beats, pumping blood through a system of blood vessels that carry blood to to every part of the body. Systole occurs when the heart contracts to pump blood out, and diastole occurs when the heart relaxes after contraction. It is related to SBP and DPP to reflect different aspects of the pressure being exerted by your blood as it passes through your arteries. When your heart pumps blood into your arteries, it pushes the blood along under a head.
What is the relationship between pressures, flow, and resistance? Blood flow through the body is regulated by the size of the blood vessels, by the actions of smooth muscles, by one-way valves, and by the fluid pressures of the blood itself. Blood pressures is related to the blood velocity in the arteries and arteries. How is blood flow the various regions of the body controlled?
Make this possible are the heart, blood vessels, and blood. The heart pumps blood in order to move nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide, disease-fighting white blood cells, and hormones to and from the cells in the body. The circulatory system has two main types of circulation: the pulmonary circulation and the systemic circulation. Pulmonary circulation travels from the heart to the lungs, where your blood picks up oxygen, and then back to the heart. Systemic circulation is from the heart to the rest of the body. Your heart has 4 chambers that is used to pump blood throughout your body: 2 atria, which are the upper chambers, and 2 ventricles, which are the lower chambers. The left and right side of the heart is divided by the septum. Blood vessels carry blood throughout the body. Arteries carry blood away from the heart, and veins carry blood towards the heart. Capillaries, which are the smallest blood vessels in the body, create a network of vessels that connect the veins and arteries. To sum it up, the heart pumps blood through the body, through the arteries, and returns from the body to the heart through the veins. You have around 1.5 gallons of blood in your body. It is composed of several different types of cells. The first type of blood cell is the red blood cells, which carry oxygen. The second type of blood is known as the white blood cell and helps fight pathogens. The third type of cells is used for clotting the blood, and it is called platelets. These blood cells are found in a liquid plasma, which consists of water, along with electrolytes and some proteins and hormones. It is called plasma. So in summary, the job of the circulatory system is to circulate blood to and from the cells in the body in order to transport nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide, white blood cells, and hormones to and from each.
How does muscle blood flow increase during exercise? Despite increased sympathetic nerve activity that favors vasoconstriction, the myogenic mechanism in the kidneys auto-regulate filtration and the flow of blood. So even though vasoconstriction happens, overall blood flow is increased. And arteriolar smooth muscles also contracts or extends to help counteract the effects of blood. The 3 important mechanisms for returning blood back to the heart when someone is exercising in an upright position. The 3 important mechanisms for returning blood back to the heart while exercising upright are metabolic regulation. Metabolic regulation causes arterioles to allow more blood to flow to the area. The endothelium triggers mediated vasodilation, initiating the process in vascular smooth muscles, delivering blood containing nitric oxide. The myogenic response creates pressure inside the vessels, which causes both vasodilation and vasoconstriction.
Describe the primary functions of the blood.
What is blood? Well, blood is made up of 4 major components: plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Plasma makes up about 50 to 55% of blood, and its main contents include water, which makes up about 90% of plasma, glucose, hormones, enzymes, proteins, minerals, and various waste products. Red blood cells make up about 45 to 50% of blood, and their primary function is to carry oxygen to cells and deliver carbon dioxide to lungs. White blood cells make up 1 to 2% of blood, and they help protect the body against disease and invaders. Platelets make up 1 to 2% of blood, and they're involved in clotting and preventing bleeding. Blood has 3 major functions in the body. Number 1, transportation. Blood transports oxygen and other various nutrients to cells throughout the body. It also carries waste products and carbon dioxide to the kidneys and lungs for removal from the body. Number 2, protection. Blood carries white blood cells which fight infections that threaten to damage the body. And number 3, regulation. Blood regulates body temperature as well as pH balance. And that be blood.